Hello everybody, what is up? My name is Kingspinach, and welcome to another episode of King's Speech, a series where it is not really that much about the gameplay, but morely about, morely is definitely a real word, more about, my stories or what I want to talk about, and I just go on a speech for a little while. Having said that, the gameplay is a continuation of the last King's Speech, which was a Wolfpack game where I won, and that doesn't happen that much, so here's the rest of the gameplay. So there we go, so you guys can watch it. But I wanted to tell a story this week, because I haven't told a story in a while, and I've been focusing a lot more on talking about, like, next gen and stuff, my plans and whatnot, so let's talk about a story. So, a little while ago, I told a story from when I was in Australia. A couple of my friends and I did some laundry that didn't go so well. I have another story from Australia. I've got a lot of great stories. Met a lot of interesting people, but got another story from them. And there was, I wonder how to do this. So, we were on a bus going down from Cairns to Sydney, which is a pretty long time. Like, we had multiple different stops along the way, but it was a multi-day trip. It was basically a 20-day trip from Cairns to Sydney with stops along the way. And some days we'd spend like 8 hours in the bus. Some days we'd spend 45 minutes in the bus. So it was all, like, different. This particular day, we spent 8 hours in the bus. We leave at, like, from wherever hotel we were staying at before, we leave at like 6 in the morning, pack it up and everything, so everyone's all groggy, whatever. Get in the bus, and then we get to the next hotel at like 2. We eat lunch and stuff, and then we decide to go into the pool. So it's like, alright, so we go into the pool, and we're swimming around, we're playing, whatever, me and a bunch of my friends, and then we get out, we go back up to our hotel room, and guys are like, and I was with, what was I with? I was with Bruno, and I think I was with Joe. Yeah, these guys are my bros. I love those guys. Shout out to them if they're listening. Probably not, but, shout out. So I was with them, and these guys, Joe was like, oh, man, guys, it's been like 10 hours. I gotta take a dump. It's a natural thing. It was hilarious when he said it, but, it's a natural thing. So he goes into the bathroom, does his thing, whatever. I ain't gonna go into details on that, because I do not want to know what the details are, and I'm sure you guys don't want to know either. I definitely don't want to talk about them, but I did know. That'd be awful if I knew. But he comes out, and he's like, guys, whew, sometimes when you go to the bathroom, and then you come out, and it just smells awful. That's what happened. It was one of those. So he comes out, and he's like, guys, it's bad in there. And I'm like, damn, dude, I gotta take a shower. We just got back from the pool. I gotta get all this chlorine out of my hair. And so I try it. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go in there. I'm gonna brave it. Hopefully with the exhaust from, like, the shower and with the steam and stuff, it'll all go away. So I run in, and I'm like, oh, can't do it. I literally stepped 1 foot into the room, and I was like, nope, backed out, bolted out of that bathroom. And I was like, oh, man, this is disgusting, guys. Eventually, our entire hotel room began to smell really bad. It was one of those things where it's, like, lingering in the air, so you can smell it. You don't want to smell it, but it's not like it's making you choke. And so we were like, oh, God, we got to get rid of this. We got to do something to get rid of this. And my friend Bruno was like, you know what, Joe, don't you carry a lot of Axe with you? Which he did. He used to get, like, all of these gift cards from his grandmother, and for some reason she always used to give him Abercrombie & Fitch stuff, so he just had a bunch of Abercrombie & Fitch stuff. Literally everything he was wearing and everything he was using had that logo on it, so his grandma must have been loaded. But he breaks out his can of Axe or Abercrombie & Fitch, like, deodorant, whatever, you know what I mean. And he's like, alright, guys, I'm gonna do it. Pulls his shirt over his mouth, like a gas mask type thing. Runs into the bathroom, and I just hear spraying going down. Really, really spraying. And then he bolts back out, and he's like, alright, I did it. Hopefully it's all good. And I'm like, okay, Joe, we believe you. In less than a minute, it gets even worse. Now, I know a lot of people don't even like the smell of Axe in the first place. I don't really care. I don't mind it. I mean, I use it if I was sweaty. That's how it goes. But it just smelled so worse with the crap, with, like, the smell from the bathroom already. And Bruno put it very well. He said, guys, that is the perfect Axe crap combo. It was awful. Like, they blended together in a way that was just unbearable. And so, what we ended up doing was we couldn't even take it anymore. It got to the point where we were choking and coughing. So we ran to the room next door. Some of our friends were in there. And now there's 6 guys sitting in a room all thinking about, what are we going to do? Like, oh man, there's no way we can stay in that room for the night. And I know what you guys are thinking probably, like, oh, it wasn't that bad. It was bad. You know, I smelled some bad stuff in my life, and that was definitely one of the worst things that I've ever smelled. And we're all sitting there and we're like, shit, guys, what are we going to do? And then I remembered that my mother had packed me a can of Febreze in case that I wasn't able to do my laundry within a week or two. You know, like in the middle of the trip, if I wasn't able to get any laundry done, I could just spray down some Febreze on my clothes and then reuse them. And I think I talked about that, but I did do the laundry. That didn't go so well. That actually happened after this. But so I remember that, and I'm like, guys, I got some Febreze. And everybody looks at me like, you think it'll work? It's like, yeah. It was like straight out of a movie. Do you think it's gonna work? We might as well try. You know, like dramatic music, bum bum bum. But so I literally, oh man, I don't even know how to explain this. It was a phenomenon. It was awful. I opened the door. It was like a breach and clear, straight out of like a video game. We are both, like 2 of us are on the sides of the door. I opened the door, looked in. Oh, like, pulled my head away for the smell, took a deep breath of air, ran in, threw my bag onto the floor like a giant suitcase, unzipped it, like, opened it up, started tearing it apart, throwing my clothes all over the place, looking for this one Febreze. And I run out of breath. I'm like, oh, crap. And so I start choking, run back outside, and I, like, cough and wheeze and, like, start deep breathing. And I take another big breath of air, and I run back into the room, find the Febreze can, jump into the bathroom, spray it down, spray the entire room down, and used every single bit of that bottle to the end. I had not opened that bottle before this. It was like oh man, it was like a travel size can, but it was decently, like, it was big enough that it was like a travel, like, it was like a bottle of sunscreen type of thing, except not that much, because I don't think I could have carried that all in the airplane. Sprayed the entire room down. Started from the bottom, started from the beginning. God, no. And used all of it to spray down the room. And man, that was the freshest smelling room that I've ever stayed in my entire life. In fact, a little thing that happened afterwards is I went to the bathroom and I'm like, guys, I still got to take a shower. So went into the bathroom and this was really weird. Step in, and I lifted my foot up, I could feel my, like, foot, like, sticky, like, clinging to the floor, because the floor was so sticky from both the deodorant and the Febreze. So it's just, that is my story of the perfect Axe crap combo. Yeah. My question to you guys is, have you ever experienced something that smells absolutely awful? And, you know, if you guys have, or if you got another great story like that one, where you just couldn't do it, and you went in and you saved the day with, like, something you thought a little bit outside the box, although not really. Febreze solves every problem. But, you know, if you guys have anything like that, let me know. Leave it in the comments. Tell me a story. PM me. I love hearing stories. I love all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I think that's about it for me, though. I'll leave the gameplay on. There's only a couple minutes left. Yeah, I'm looking at it. There's only a couple minutes left. So, yeah, I'll leave the gameplay on for you guys to watch. And, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. It really helps support me, helps support the channel, lets me know that you guys love watching this series as much as I love making it. I'll see you guys all in the next episode of King's Speech. But until then, I'm out, guys. Peace.
Quadruple multi-kill. Quadruple multi-kill. Congratulations. Your team successfully completed this Wolfpack game session.